Ooh, it's tea time.
It's tea time with Mary.
Hello, good morning. Welcome back to Tea Parties on the Internet. I am your host, Miss Mary Lou, and welcome back, my Tea Time fam. It's fantastic to see all your smiling faces today. And oh boy, do I have another super fun, exciting episode for you. I love this series so much, and it has come to be known as...
It's Board Games and Brews.
That's right, Board Games and Brews, where I take one of my favorite board games and pair it with a tea. I think today's pairing is so scrumdiddlyumptious, if you will. And if you have never heard of Sushi Go or Genmaicha, I have the most special treat in store for you. But before we move on any farther into the episode, if you are not subscribed to the Miss Mary Lou channel already, you are seriously missing out. Please hit the red subscribe button below and the little notification bell so you know when I upload. And I have a super special announcement, my friends. I am now live streaming on Twitch, and I'm also going to be live streaming for my Sunday videos for a little while. Right now, we are reading The Wizard of Oz, which just makes me so happy. Just head over to my Twitch page. It'll be linked down below. I've been streaming Tuesday and Thursday evenings at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and then here on the Miss Mary Lou channel on YouTube at noon. So I really hope you'll join us. It's just been really special and wonderful. Let's get in to our board game for today. Also, can we appreciate just how beautiful this teacup is? Sushi Go, the pick and pass card game from Game Right for 2 to 5 players. In my first ever board game episode on Tea Time with Mary, I talked about Sushi Go, and you know what, friends? It is still one of my favorite games. This says it's appropriate for ages 8 and up, but I bet you a smart 6-year-old would probably pick up just fine. It's a great family game for everyone to get together and just have a fun time. So obviously the theme of Sushi Go, it comes in this adorable little tin lunchbox with all kinds of different sushi and goodies inside. The game of Sushi Go is played over the course of 3 rounds and then a tallying of dessert, because of course dessert pudding is super important. At the end of the game, you want to be the one that has had the most magnificent sushi meal, scoring the highest points. This is a pick and pass set collecting card game, and if you'll notice, each of the little cards has their own delightful little cartoon sushi on it. I mean, look at that dumpling. Do you not want to eat that dumpling up? He's so happy. Fun fact, the first month or two after I ordered this game, I definitely got sushi a lot of times. So that would be my one disclaimer, is beware, it will make you crave really good food. I love dumplings. Okay? Certain cards score on their own, in pairs, in threes, and then of course there is the pudding for dessert. Whoever has accumulated the most pudding cards at the end of the game gets an additional 6 points, and whoever has had the least amount of pudding by the end of the game gets minus 6 points. So I wasn't kidding where there's there is importance in dessert. Okay. One thing that I really love about this card game that makes it an easy game to play, an easy game to teach and learn, is that it says what each of the cards do right on the card itself. Don't remember how to score dumplings? Simply look at the list of numbers underneath. Don't remember how to score sashimi or use wasabi? Just look at the little numbers underneath the little picture and it tells you everything you need to know. I love games like this. Makes it so much easier. And did I mention I'm hungry now? I just love this little thing so much. So each player is dealt a starting set of cards based on how many are in the game. The player chooses just one of the cards, places it on the table in front of them, and then takes the remainder of the hand and passes it clockwise. So you will be giving your hand to the player on your left and receiving a new hand from the player on your right. All at once, everyone reveals the face down card that they have selected from the hand. And you take a look, take note what everybody's got. Blocking is definitely a thing in this game. And then you pick up the next hand that came from your right, pick a card, place it face down on the table in front of you, pass that hand to the left, and then everyone reveals the cards one by one, hand by hand, until all of the cards are gone. Then points are tallied, the cards are put to the side, and you deal out a new stack of cards to each player. You'll notice I don't say shuffle the cards and start over. No, you redraw from the remaining deck of cards. That's because there are only so many puddings, so many sashimi, and so many little tempura pairs that the game provides. This way it adds a little bit more of a definitive, well, all the puddings are gone, last pudding. Of course, the way I play, am I really counting how many puddings are left in the game? Probably not. The game only takes approximately 15 minutes, maybe 20 if you're teaching, so it's a nice, quick game. I often use it as a warm-up game with my friends, or I have spent evenings playing like 5 games of Sushi Go in a row because it is just that fun. The art is just that charming, and it is rooted in traditional food that is oh so yummy. So, what kind of tea would I pair with a adorable, wonderful, super fun and bright and light and approachable sushi game? That was many adjectives, but you know that they were all very true. The traditional Japanese tea, of course, Genmaicha. I love this tea so much, and this particular brew is from Bird Pick Tea and Herb Brown Rice Tea. Why do I say that this is an approachable tea for a green tea? Well, friends, this is not your typical grassy sort of green tea, which if you know this channel, you know that that is the kind of tea that I do not like. So if you think mayhaps you're not a green tea lover, well, I dare you to try some green tea with toasted brown rice. Other than just being a green tea, a super light, refreshing, lower in caffeine, high in antioxidant green tea, this particular brew has little toasted brown rice in it. They like really lightly take little rice, puff it so it's brown but not burnt. That's important. It is brown but not burnt. Blend it with the tea, and it just makes this divine, nutty, toasty kind of flavor that is so rich and deep, and also making the color of the tea itself a little bit more on the like greenish amberish side of things. And I have to tell you, I couldn't like even speak words after I tried this for the first time. I was like, this is a green tea. This is what green tea can be. And oh honey, yes it is. I haven't had this in a minute. The lightness of the green tea compared with the toasted nuttiness of the puffed brown rice, I would say really rounds out and balances the flavor very, very nicely. Now, this blend that I am drinking is definitely a little heavier on the toasty sort of notes as opposed to green tea notes, which mayhaps is why I like it so much. If you want to know a little bit more about Genmaicha in detail, I do have an episode where I featured it as my tea of the month, so I will be sure to put that in the description box below. So, my friends, I hope that you absolutely love this pairing with two classics, sushi and green tea with toasted brown rice in it. Have you ever played Sushi Go before? If you haven't, I highly encourage you to go to your local game shop and see if they carry a copy. I love it so much and I love sharing it with people. And if you have never had Genmaicha, what are you even doing? Or have you had it and are you obsessed? I mean, I'm maybe sort of obsessed. It's fine. Do you have any other ideas for either board games or teas for me to pair? Or do you have a pairing all of your own that you would like me to discuss? Please place your suggestions in the comments below. You know I love responding to your comments. If you would like to support positive content, please head over to my Patreon page and become a wizard with all sorts of wizard perks and super fun times. We are so close to our first goal of 10 wizards over on Patreon. So I would really love if you came and joined our little tea party, okay? And last and most important of all, I hope you have a wonderful day and I will see you next tea party.
It's tea time with Mary.
A one, a two, a scoobity-doobity-doo. Thanks for watching Tea Time with Mary. I hope to see you real soon. If you want to like, subscribe, and comment, I think that would be cool. Check out my Facebook.com/Tea Time with Mary for all the content that's new, or my Instagram, Twitch, and Twitter of Miss Mary Lou. So thanks again for joining us, and thanks for being a friend. We'll see you next Tuesday. The fun never ends on Tea Time with Mary. That's me. I got it.